We back, baby, back with another one because it's Steve and Laura time all the time. Go back and we looking at, the love and when did they fall, the good love and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, look. Where the love go? Say, so we looking with Steve and Laura to see where the love go. Oh my God. Get it, Steve.
Hello, big guy.
Hello, Steve. Laura?
Oh, shoot, you recognize me.
She said, oh, shoot, you recognize me. It's your daddy, girl. She's just playing. She know what's up. She's having fun.
Why are you two wearing... What is that you two are wearing?
Seriously, it does look...
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
He's been doing this all night. Every time he hears the word flamenco. Flamingo!
Laura, you just lit the fire. You just don't try to play, girl. You lit the fire. Oh, gosh.
But why are you wearing that?
Well, Steve always dresses to match the food he eats. And we went to El Cid tonight for Spanish food.
This is what I love, though. We got to look at. Carl, change your face, okay? Fix your face. As my mom would say after she got done, yeah, fix your face. But I love this here because you see Steve and Laura, they're having fun, right? They're doing something different and they're having fun. That's what it's all about.
Okay. So how did he convince you to dress flamenco?
Flamingo!
Right, get it. Get it, Steve. You got to have fun, man. You got to have fun.
I have something very important to ask you, Carl. Slow. I, Stephen Q. Urkel, hereby officially and respectfully request permission to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Come on, Steve. He went the gentleman's way. You know what I'm saying? Old school way, respectful way. I love it, Steve. Steve, for real. You know what it is. He's been waiting for this all his life.
Let me get this straight.
Oh, gosh. Carl's stuttering.
Laura, my daughter Laura, has agreed to marry you.
Oh, wow. Wow.
No, not yet. I just wanted your blessing before I asked her.
Right.
Well, go ahead. Ask away.
Oh, thank you, Carl.
Well,
thank
okay.
you. Would you really ask her?
Yes, okay. Let me
Carl doing? He's laughing in Steve's face. But what do you see out of Steve? You're going to see the same thing out of Laura. I keep telling people that Laura and Steve are more alike than you think, right? You see a resilience. Carl is laughing in this man's face in such a touching, vulnerable moment. And Steve, it has not shaken, you know what I'm saying? It's not rocked him. He's like, oh, I can ask her. I can, right? Resilience.
Yes, you can. Thank you. Boy, I feel so much better now. For a second there, I thought Laura had, lost her mind.
Oh, wow. Wow. I know, Steve, that's a dig at you. Yeah.
A dozen roses for the world's most beautiful woman. Sorry.
Steve, that was a good presentation until right then.
Allergies. Steve, they're beautiful. Why so many? What the heck are you wearing? Why, don't these clothes ring a bell? No, but I'm afraid you lost your clown. Ma, exactly 7 years ago to the day in this very room, I wore these duds while I played this song for you.
I love how Laura's starting to really love Steve's silliness now. Where honestly, like low key, Laura liked it before. She was just too cool for school. So now her guard is down and all that type of stuff. But I'm loving how she's embracing. Look at them right now. Look at them on the screen. She has the biggest smile and he's being silly. I love it.
Oh.
Look at them though. Aren't they adorable? They're babies. Come on now. Little baby Laura, little baby Steve.
What are you doing? Setting the mood, my darling. For 2 wonderful weeks, you and I have pretended to be man and wife. And now, on this, our last night, we can make each other's dreams come true. With a kiss. Steve, did you eat that moldy cheese?
Epic line, man. That's always going to be an epic line by Laura. Did you eat that moldy cheese? Come on.
Don't hold back. Let yourself go. Do what you feel. I'm prepared to wait forever if need be. In the meantime, I hope you'll accept this small gift as a little memento of our 2 glorious weeks together.
Steve, this is really beautiful.
1/3 carat diamond with 1/10 the sparkle of your lovely eyes.
Steve, I can't accept this. It's too expensive.
But my little baguette, it was a mere $800.
Ooh.
$800? Are you out?
But look, let's just look at this for a second. That all the time Steve and Laura have shared the snuggles, the cuddles, the kisses. This is the moment he reminds her of, though. Think about that.
Your mind? This is a school assignment. It's pretend. We're not married. We're not engaged. We're not even dating, and we never will be.
Poor
But
Laura.
I thought you
What I like is for you to leave me alone.
Laura's a little clueless. Girl, you about to marry him. About to marry him.
Laura, I know I'm not worthy of you, but I just can't help loving you. It's like wanting to touch a star. You know you'll never reach it, but you've just got to keep trying.
So even in these hard times, you like, my love for you has not changed. My love is not ever going to change. This is what makes me, you know what I'm saying, marriage possible, when you love through the hard times. And that's what Steve is presenting to Laura.
I heard somebody say it like this. I think it was Levi Lusko. I saw it. It was so good. He said, how do you know it's the right person that you're supposed to marry? He said, you choose somebody that you're willing to suffer with. Because that's what marriage is. You can't hide nothing. You can lie to your coworkers and say you brush your teeth. She saw you. You can...
I kept this ring in hopes that one day you would accept it. Oh, I'm not worthy of you. But I love you more now than I did then. Lee Winslow, will you marry me?
Oh.
My God. Hey, what's going on out here?
Stefan is handsome and sophisticated.
Yes, he's a top model and makes a lot of money.
Stefan would make a great husband. Any girl would be lucky to have him.
And then there's Steve.
Oh, now there are many wonderful things about Steve.
There really are. And the fact that y'all can't think of any, and you got your tone in your face like you do, that's not cool. But anyway, let the parents carry on being parents.
Name one.
Look at this.
Well, now, see, I am hesitating because even though Steve has many wonderful qualities, he has a few less wonderful qualities. And for some reason, only the less wonderful qualities are coming to mind at the moment.
Look at this.
What do you love about Steve?
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Well, he's sweet and he's gentle.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes me laugh.
Yeah.
And he's really smart.
We got to pause it, okay? So this is what I wanted to point out. You see them; they weren't necessarily laughing in Laura's face, but you see Carl was like, "You're kidding, right? Like you're thinking you're gonna marry Steve? You're kidding, right? You know?" And then they're going on their little soliloquy of why she should marry Stefan. And this is what I mean. What you're seeing with Laura that you saw with Steve. She's undeterred, right? You're seeing a resilience out of her.
And you know, one day I think one of his crazy inventions might change the world.
Clearer, your decisions become easier. When your values become clearer, your decisions become easier. Because your values give you a revelation of who you are, but also who you not. And when you know who you are and who you not, you know who fit in your life and who don't. You able to say, this not a bad person, but it's bad for me. Why? I'm clear.
The other night when I proposed to you, it was very kind of you not to laugh in my face.
Steve, why would I do that?
Oh, come on. There's no comparison between Stefan and me.
This is so deep.
Goodbye, Laura. I do have one favor to ask of you. One small favor.
I got a small favor. Can we once again acknowledge Kelly and Julie are just knocking it out the park in these scenes? It's just amazing.
Remember me.
Ooh. Ooh.
Steve, wait! You can't just leave.
Why not?
Because I can't imagine my life without you.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that I love you and I want to marry you.
You do?
Yes.
Love with. So Steve and Laura right now are in love with the best versions of each other. And it's just a beautiful thing. We should all desire this, man. Oh, he got the teardrop. Oh my gosh, he got the teardrop. Kelly Joe killed this scene, man. Oh my God.
Into it. God has never, ever given any of us a finished product. He has never given anybody a finished relationship. He's never given anybody a finished house. He's given people raw materials. And he asks you to take the raw materials, ask him for vision, and to invest. The greatest relationship that you'll ever have is the one you invest in. Because you can have money with a house and have no home. It's to invest in a relationship that God is in the center of, make him that firm foundation, and then build that thing together. It's beautiful.
A prototype of your invention right now, and we want to test it in space with you aboard.
I'm the man.
You're the man. You're the man.
We'll need you to train in Houston for 6 months.
I'm not the man.
Oh, the quickest switch ever, huh? I'm not the man. Okay.
Well, my sweetie and I are scheduled to be hitched in 2 months. Why, we've already booked the caterer, the church, the hall. I even hired a cheese sculptor to do our likeness in Velveeta. See, we're kissing in a sea of crackers.
Yeah, Laura got to talk to him.
Steve, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
But Laura, so is marrying you. I want to get hitched before you change your mind.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Look, we'll just postpone the wedding until after you return from space.
Oh.
No wonder I love you so much.
We got to pause it one more time. When Laura just says, think about Steve said, no wonder I love you so much. Laura didn't say anything. Oh, you're so handsome. You made my favorite food. You rubbed my feet. You raising my kids. That's not why he said this is why I love you so much, because she sacrificing her time, right? Sacrificing money, bankroll, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to go and things. You have to put a pause on her life. And she's willing to do that. And so such a magical moment.
Buzzy?
Laura's like, go get him.
Help me.
You really miss him, don't you?
Of course, it's been 6 months. Can't believe I miss him this much.
Oh, Laura, I can believe it. You missed him after 2 weeks. Do you remember? Okay.
It's like a piece of me gone.
Laura, you sound like a woman in love.
He's coming home tomorrow for a couple days before the launch. We're going to go down to the poker hall and dance the night away.
Now you sound like a woman who's lost her mind.
Oh, gosh, stop it.
Baby, I haven't seen Steve in 6 months.
You see how respectfully she tapped her dad, though? Like, Daddy, you all the way. You all the way in the way. Okay.
I know.
Oh gosh. Well, you gotta take things.
That's much
You gotta take things in your own
The
hands.
first guys I trained with, well, they left after a month. The second two guys, they put in for early retirement. Kind of odd for fellas in their 20s. So I'm going up with the last guys left, Colonel Mitch Parker and Major Alan Healy.
Oh, so tell me about your mission.
He goes up, he comes down. Come on.
I so love when she says that. It goes up and it comes. I mean, basically, okay. I've seen those lies detected.
Laura, why'd you track me away? I was just about to tell Carl. Houston, we have a mission.
Sorry, I just had to do that.
You'll never apologize for kissing me.
No, I don't think so.
Laura, what's the matter?
Laura's so snuggly. She's a look. I want you to myself. I want all the snuggles and the hugs. Yeah, I love it now.
I don't know, I was just thinking. It took me 15 years to realize how important you are to me. Now I could lose you.
It is right there. You know what I'm saying? Did we hear with Laura the words that were coming out of her mouth? Did we hear the words that she just said? It took me 15 years to recognize how much you mean to me. And right, she's talking about in this capacity, and that's what I've been saying this whole time. Is Laura's been in love with Steve for a long time, and now you see she's like putty in his hands, you know. And so this is their journey, where journey to true love. You know what I'm saying? Learning, loving, and loving.
No, ain't gonna happen.
He said ain't gonna happen.
Steve, I want you to promise me something.
Say ain't gonna happen.
Like anything.
I want you to promise me that no matter what,
No matter what.
you'll
Oh.
find a way to come back to me.
Oh.
I promise, Laura Lee.
Oh. That's so touching to me. You'll find a way to come back to me. And he promises, he will keep. Look at Steve coming back a little celebrity. He coming back a little celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
You heard the man. No more pictures. Okay, one more.
Look at him. He's a little celebrity.
Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Oh, gosh. You get more beautiful every time I see you.
That's coming from a man that ain't seen his woman in a minute, huh? Ain't seen his woman in a minute. Yeah, come on, Steve. Talk to her.
Do I get a welcome home kiss?
On one condition.
Well, what's that?
That you'll never go into outer space again.
Yeah, it's too much time and space.
Only when we kiss, Laura Lee. Only when we kiss.
Only when we kiss. There it is right there. There it is.
Affect you, and just as much as you may believe that your pursuit after God isn't going to directly affect your marriage, it does. And the reason that it does is because God was the original creator of it. And if you don't have him and you're not chasing after him, it's going to affect your marriage.
Don't up his life for her. You want a real definition of marriage? It's going to be a lot of dying to self. You're going to wake up every morning and you're going to die to yourself. What you want to do, your likes, all those different things, but it's for unity. And it's one of the most beautiful pictures because you have to become more like God to be able to give to somebody who doesn't want everything you want. Our first major key is really saying that you can't do real good relationship without God. It can be a facade and you can have great Instagram posts. But when you cut that thing wide open, there's two hurting people that are in need of a loving Savior.
Yeah, like I said, man, one of the greatest love stories, you know what I'm saying, the journey to true love, and you saw the ups and downs and all the rounds and, you know, around the corner and back and all that stuff. And like I said, you know, the biggest, I think, moment and where things really started to change with Steve and Laura, like I pointed out, was when he was digging in the dirt for the doll and he found her doll. That changed Laura's heart right there, right? Although Laura already loved Steve at that point, but it just went, that at that point, no other dude was going to measure up long term. Got to remember, relationships are not just now, they're long term. Nobody was going to measure up long term after that. And ain't nobody like that. So, you know, I think, and then, you know, a big turning point, you know, for them was, I think, Naked and the Nerdy when they would kind of ran into each other in the shower on accident. And as Steve said, they saw each other's all together. you know. And I think that was the thing to where it, like I said, it showed you that Laura saw Steve as a grown man now. Crazy how people, you know, say it's toxic and things like that. I'm like, that baffles my mind. Like, there's nothing toxic. It's real, right? It is a real relationship. What's also so crazy is like how biblical it is. Like, you could literally, this Steve and Laura could literally be a chapter in the Bible. Like, literally, as because what is a lot, could almost, you know what I'm saying, put them in like just bam, you know. I'm not saying that, you know, the Bible says don't add to his word. I'm just saying that it could be, you know, that's how inspirational and real and biblical that they even waited till marriage, which is God's way. Steve was waiting now. He had the temptation everywhere. Laura had temptation everywhere. And this is what I say time and time again, you know, where you can see, you know, God's hand at work. Like, this was supposed to be, Steve and Laura was supposed to be, but this storyline was supposed to be like, it was supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? And for people, and I even think and I have another video coming on this where, you know, how I didn't even realize that how Steve and Laura were shaping the way we saw relationships back then. But I didn't realize it then, but that's what it was doing. You know, it was shaping us. And like I said, I got another one coming on that. But you just see God's hand at work. You know what I'm saying? And I say that this storyline was supposed to happen. I say this all the time. You can clearly see, clear as day, that, you know, Kelly and Jaleel were supposed to work together. They're supposed to walk this thing out. They were supposed to do this, right? This was a part of God's plan. God, I hate to say it. You may have to sometimes break away from your parents. Right? That's what Laura did. Laura did not listen to her parents. She did what her heart was telling her to do, was really the Lord. Just okay. The Lord works through your heart. So, you know, he works through your heart sometimes. He gives you the desires for your heart, right? And but you know, if she would have listened to her parents, you know, her life would have been jacked up and they would have been fine. But God, the Lord comes first because he's the only one. He said, I know the plans I have for you. I formed you. I was thinking about you. I'm just giving you all the eyes, right? You know, and so I have to pursue him. I have to look for his direction, his stop and go. You know what I'm saying? His red light, green light. You know what I'm saying? And that's what so that's the biggest thing you can learn. I think you can take away from Steve and Laura. You know what I'm saying? Is that sometimes your parents will tell you to go left, but God's telling you to go right. And you know what I'm saying? If you listen to the Lord, you get the blessings that he has for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.
He or she is even in the womb. He told Jeremiah, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. That is God speaking in first person. I formed you in the womb. And before that, I knew you. Psalm 139 tells us that God is forming the inward parts of that baby in secret, in the womb, skillfully, fearfully and wonderfully.
In Jeremiah 29:11, this is what God says. He says, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Watch this. Establish this also in week 1. God's plans are his preferences. What's that mean, Darius? It's what he prefers to do. It's what he wants to do. It's what he's willing to do. It's what he wants for you, but won't force on you.